Welcome to Timeless Tales and Wisdom Stories, where we share folklore, fables, and parables of the ancient world. Together, we'll discover hidden treasures of the past and learn profound life lessons. Like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments. With your support, we'll keep these traditions alive in the hearts and minds of a new generation. Now, sit back, relax, and enjoy the story.
A fat bullfrog lived in the grassy marshlands beside a creek. He loved to wallow in the cool mud and swim in the peaceful waters. But he was also very lonely because the other animals found his green, warty skin disgusting, and they couldn't relate to him. He tried to make friends with the fish and creatures in the water, but they said they could not be his friend because he spent too much time on land. He tried to make friends with the creatures on land, but they told him they could not be friends because he was a creature of the water. And so, the lonely frog resolved that it must be his fate not to have any friends. One hot day, while he was enjoying a cool mud bath by himself, a scorpion came to him.
Hello, Mr. Frog. I don't mean to disturb you, but I have a favor to ask. The other day, a strong wind blew across the creek and took me with it. I am now far away from my home on the other side of the creek. I have grown exhausted, wandering for days, searching for a bridge to cross and return home. But lo, there is none to be found. However, I was told you are an accomplished swimmer. So, desperately, I have come seeking your charity. Perhaps you will help me cross the creek by allowing me to ride on your back.
Miss Scorpion, it is true that I am an accomplished swimmer, for it is my nature to swim. But I know you are accomplished as well, for it is your nature to sting and bring death. Many creatures have met their end by your prowess. Even the great clever giant man is no match for the power of your poison. No, I think I shall not come close to you, lest it is a trick and you fell me here with your sting.
Mr. Frog, I believe you have misunderstood my nature. It is not to kill, but to live. Though it is true my sting is strong, I am also small and weak. I only sting when I feel danger.
Clouds gathered and light raindrops began to fall, splattering against the sticky mud.
Mr. Frog, I am so truly in despair. I must return home quickly, for my children are helpless and alone. I fear they may be washed away by the rain and drown. I implore you to help me.
Sensing the scorpion's desperation, the frog's heart grew soft, despite his distrust of her.
How do I know that once you have crawled onto my slimy, warty back and we are crossing, that you will not feel the itch of danger, and while I am helpless, plunge your murderous stinger into my back?
Assuredly, Mr. Frog, stinging you would sink us both to our deaths, and no one would be left to rescue my children. To sting a true and charitable friend such as you would be cruel and against all reason.
You would call me a true friend?
All the lonely, slimy frog wanted in life was to have a true friend.
Well then, no time to waste. Crawl on my back, Miss Scorpion. I must take you across the creek to your home, so your children may survive. This storm is growing stronger.
The frog's strong legs catapulted them together into the swift waters of the cold creek.
Thank you, kind frog. I could not do this without you.
Hold on tight, Miss Scorpion.
Her fear of the water grew, and she gripped tightly onto the back of the warty frog, digging her pincers hard into his wet, rippled flesh and holding her stinger high.
Be careful for us both.
There is no turning back now. This is the deepest part of the creek, where the waters rush vigorously. I must show you how good of a swimmer I am.
And just as the pair entered the deep water, like a strike of lightning, down came the scorpion's dagger-ended tail. He gasped as she buried her stinger deep into the fatty green flesh of the helpful frog. A fiery pain shot through the frog's heart as the poison overcame him.
I stung you, Mr. Frog.
He thrashed, fighting fruitlessly to stay above the waves.
But you promised me.
The kind frog gurgled and sank below the surface.
Yes, just as you said, to sting and to kill is indeed my nature.
Together they disappeared beneath the cold dark waters and sank to the bottom of the creek.